There's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get up with the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And incomplete to open things up.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well.
The incompletion here, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Another run on second down with Carter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Wilson on first down.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
56, 56.
On second down, a run with Breida. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Running right through him.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here we go.
Wilson. The quick slant caught. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Carter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drop? They'll be taken down. There for the sack.
John Franklin Myers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Matt Hawk now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll take it at the 42. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing is Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Wilson's pass complete to number 19. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. The Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jets 21, Bills nothing. Joey Slye set to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Allen now on 1st down. Ginn has it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, It's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
I got you, boy. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Check. Gun. Mike 18. Mike 18. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
And I think the ball's out.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start on the ground. Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Carter.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Now Wilson. They'll check this one down to Carter. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45. Mike, 45.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drop.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, it's Carter. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
There, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Running left on the handoff, Carter.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. Then he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike, 53, Mike.
They'll go again with Carter. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, Allen finding Knox there, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Oh, here we go.
And again, it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Bring it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's the ex-Florida Gator, La'Mical Perine.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They'll run again with Perine. And able to work his way down to the 16. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Carter.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 46.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Allen now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Able to power through. He stiff arms him. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 30. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Now a handoff. Johnson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, tight down. There you go. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And his kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guy.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Carter. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.